praise, His glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, L'Chakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who are well. Say, teaching much love to the Akim out there, pushing out His word in truth and sincerity. First from Great Millstone, Tampa. And we're just going to go through the Spirit. And see flowing in the Spirit, see where it takes us. But, hey, there's plenty going on right now, prophecy-wise. Got Dabu Sanders put up a video 30 minutes ago. Total blackout. Drone attack leaves Moscow in darkness. Nuclear-ready oceanic missiles go live. Yeah. So they've been moving missiles around to Belarus, hypersonic. All right. And they just tried to kill Putin with just some drone strikes while Zelensky was out here in Florida. That was the excuse. But hey, this is moving. I did a video this morning about just shit going on in the Middle East too. So hey, Russia's everywhere, man. They blowing people up every day, in the Ukraine. They're backing Iran and other countries, Saudi Arabia, all right, and they're in the Caribbean. So hey, that's the prophecy. That's what we've been waiting for the big players to come in, and now it's happening as the market of beasts is approaching. Hey, the war's got to be right there with it.
Yep. Yep, and simultaneously, I got a precept too for you, bro. And simultaneously, the elect, what the elder priest Ash just said too, to simultaneously balance out the destruction is who he's getting ready to deliver out of it too. We being established as that tabernacle. I got something for you, priest. I heard you brought it out in your lesson too. I watched it earlier. Joel 3 and verse 9. And it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. You got it, bro.
Yeah, how are they preparing war? Well, they're moving missiles around. There's allies being formed. The same thing that happened in World War I and II. There's a third world. Here's another article that says Russia traps over 1 million returning citizens at airports with draft notices and $330 fines. So there you go. That's how they read that again. Because that's what they're doing. What do you think they drafting people for? Have them niggas cutting grass? No. They need bodies to put out on the front lines now. Go ahead.
Yep. Joel 3 and verse 9, and it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
And that's going to be in the Middle East.
Yep.
The Levant. Which that's where it's all. I mean, it's a war. It's been like that for decades at this point. Just completely war torn. America's gone in there and just obliterated them people out there. Beginning with Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen. All that shit is destabilized because of the beast. And that's what Iran said a couple days ago. They say, yeah, we are at war with the Western hegemony. What are you talking about? You talking about the beast and the horde that rides upon the beast. That gone around and just made everybody's life hell. And if you don't get with it, what do? They just bomb the shit out of you. Here it is, though. Those countries were rich as hell with gold, but they poor. Niggas living in mud huts now. Because when Saddam Hussein was in there, people were living good. Same thing with Gaddafi, and that was in Libya, I think, was it? Where they dragged that nigga through the streets. But them countries were doing good, compared to now.
Yeah. And one of your brothers hold 2 Ezra 16 and 33 for the priest. All right. And you can read through like 34. I'll go back to this Joel real quick. This is Joel 3 in verse 9. Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
That's what they're doing, though. They ain't wasting money on tractor supply, man.
Yeah.
They putting all them steel. Why do you think China and other countries are starting to hold precious metals? But they need them metals for their own shit. When you go to a war, you start blockades, which Trump's already done. Right here in the Caribbean, the sea, Caribbean Sea. So what do you think that they're doing this for? Shits and giggles? Nah, man, they're about to go to war with each other. That's why their exports are stopping. And America's going to be shit out of luck when things start getting imported into here. He's already been suffering because of the tariffs, right? And now it's going to get worse when the countries don't even send shit to America. And shit, pretty much everything that you have on you and around you was made in China.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in Taiwan, somewhere outside of America. Even American parts, you go to the auto parts for an America, a Chevy, you go get an alternator. That shit is made in fucking Thailand or Mexico. Ain't none of this shit. America's through, man. Wait till these economy tanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why I refer to this place as being the land of unwalled villages. You know what I'm saying? This place has no bar, like what is
walls.
it? Yeah, no walls.
And the only
No
defense
border.
systems is missiles, but they're spread too thin.
Yeah.
You know how long the American borders are? You know?
Yeah.
And I did, China just did a simulation of war games, simulating them going through Mexico and Cuba, landing on Mexico and Cuba. What do you think they're doing that for? They're getting prepared to send them good old servant goops over here to put people to death.
Yep. Right. Yep. That's right.
Don't they got the billion-man army or some shit like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
They got plenty of people to send.
Plenty of men.
Mm-hmm.
And if brothers got anything, bring it out.
Yeah.
You wanted that second of the 16 still, or you still got more on that, bro?
Yeah. Well, let me read this last verse out, and then you bring it out. And y'all brothers got it. This is Joel 3 and verse 11.
So like it's 3 million approximately.
3 million?
Yeah, so total force exceeding 3 million.
Come on, bro.
And they like robots. They ready to go. They ready to die for China. You think an average American ready to die for America?
Not
Shit.
one of them.
And America's already divided. So it's looking bad in all ways. You know? And let's see. So they got 3.1 on active duty and reserve and paramilitary, about 3.17 million. So you how much America got.
And that's crazy because they pretty much groom their people to come into the system like that.
Well, you can get beheaded if you disrespect the Xi Jinping,
Right.
just like in Korea.
Right.
The niggas get beheaded in the streets.
Yep.
Yeah, the U.S. got 1.3 million, so they got 3 times the size of their military. Of course, but hey, China ain't to be played with though. They got their military just as good. America's through, man. And Russia's military, come on, man. And they already got each other's back, so. And then the ones that are here to protect America, they're the National Guard. But what they doing? They rounding up spics and niggas.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they got National Guard doing. So how the fuck they gonna defend the country? And a lot of them are losers anyway. They don't want to go to war. That's why they went to the National Guard or the Coast Guard. Them niggas just trying to chill.
Yep.
But too bad, nigga. You gonna have to fight not only here in America, your own Americans, but foreign troops. And you better be lucky because they're gonna be the first ones to go before the draft. Just send them niggas to die over there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get that now, because we're not just making this up. This is in the scriptures.
God, this is Second Ezra, chapter 16, and verse 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of women left out here to fend for themselves. Like in Isaiah 41, I forget which translation it is, but it says, because of war, there'll be few men left or something like that. Brother, want to look it up. I forget which version it is, but it's one of them. Maybe the NIV or NLT, one of those. Or the AMP, could be the AMP. But read that again, that second Ezra.
This is Second Ezra.
Because they real quick, this shit is days, maybe weeks away of when they really start turning up on these. You know, America might not be involved directly right away, but people are dying every day in wars, okay?
Yep. Second Ezra 16 and 33. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The woman shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
There you go.
And their husbands shall perish of famine.
Yep. So if they're lucky enough not to get drafted, they're probably gonna starve to death. So it ain't looking good for a lot of men. Well, guess what? We gonna have abundance. And we're gonna laugh at you people. If you're not with Yahweh by Shimmy outside, you're gonna die a grievous death. You're gonna be starving, and that's the worst way to go out. It's better to die by the sword than to perish of famine.
Yeah. It says, hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
Yep, so then we're here. The plagues are starting. Just like the plagues in ancient Egypt. Look, in this, I looked up how many wars are currently active right now. Let's see. Current war status. You got one in Iraq, terrorist insurgents. Okay, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Democratic Republic of Congo, Iran, Thailand, Tanzania, Uganda, Algeria. Goddamn, this list goes on and on. In other words, civil wars, Russia-Ukraine war, Israel-Palestine war. Which I don't know why they consider that a war. Them niggas, what, they got sticks and stones to throw at them? You know,
It was just bombing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the numbers they talking about is way higher than that. They're talking about only 16,000. Please, 16,000 in a day, maybe.
Yeah, they playing with the numbers on that.
Yep. You got Haiti, Colombia, Ecuador. These are countries with civil wars. You know, so there's wars and rumors of wars all around the world. Go ahead.
This is Matthew's precept. It's Matthew 24 verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
I can't remember.
See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Exactly. So all these things must come to pass. People gotta die. The men that the brother read about a second, they gotta die. So a lot of these losers that you see around, they gonna be dead soon. All right, all these tough guy nigga at the gym staring at himself. All right, keep that same energy. When they tell you one day, you turn on TV, they say we have declared war. Trump get up there and tell you they declare war on such and such countries. We're invading them today. And then they should just show you the propaganda and all that, and the niggas gonna start to get scared. Remember, what was it? When Russia started fucking with Ukraine, all them women on Instagram, they got real quiet, talking about they would get back in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wait till this shit really takes off, man. Because right now it's just been shadow wars and trade wars, proxy wars. But wait till America puts boots on the ground somewhere again.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just, you have to bleed. That's, in order for us to succeed, you have to bleed. You know what I'm saying? That's what's getting ready to happen. Jake is getting ready to have to bleed. All right? For him to see how serious the Lord is. That's all the brother is saying. What we got eyes outside of what's happening in Babylon. So
We're watching them.
right, it's getting ready. We're getting ready to witness what's happening around the world happen to Babylon the Great. But when the Lord actually made that happen, then you're going to know that the prophets were among you and the significance of our lot. All right, that's why we're going into these scriptures. But I want to back this priest up real quick. The elder priest, Isaiah 4:1. Now I just did like I typed it in how you had it because of war. I think that was probably like 2nd Ezra 16. But
Yeah, that's what the brother just read.
okay, Spirit.
I can't remember which version it was. It might have been
AMP.
maybe I saved it
GNT?
on the chat. Nah. Oh, maybe in the jet.
GNT?
Yeah, GNT.
All right.
Check the GNT.
All right, yeah.
That might be the one because that's not on the blue letter. I forgot. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I got you. Before I
But
grab
then
this
we'll read
real quick.
that for what the Gemini said.
Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 4, right? Isaiah chapter 4 in verse 1, and it reads, "The Lord Yahweh said, look how proud the women of Jerusalem are. They walk along with their noses in the air. They're always flirting." Oh, Slaki.
Yeah, I was gonna say this.
Oh, yeah, Slaki. Yeah, Slaki.
Now it starts at like chapter 3.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's heavy too. Because that's what's coming. Hey, because look, in the GNT it says a warning to the women of Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, don't get it twisted, bro. That's the prelude to why you gonna be in Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1.
Because things about it, niggas is gonna start dying by the droves.
Yes.
Dead niggas, every nigga brains is bashed.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Women ain't gonna necessarily be put to death like that because niggas gonna want to rape them.
Yep.
You know, keep them around.
And
but niggas, they gonna kill each other and shit.
Yep. And you can't run no game no more too. Because the only reason why women ain't coming under man of the Lord is because it's an avenue in their mind to where they don't have to be submitted unto us.
There's a simp out there willing to take her bullshit.
Yeah, they know we the truth. That's the point. They know we the truth, bro.
Well, that's
right.
why the scripture say the day of that power that people shall be willing. They gotta see the power.
Yeah.
They don't see it just yet. They see it, but they don't want to. They gotta be tangible for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cause they got that like secret sense.
Yeah.
You know, a woman got a secret sense. She can just see power, right?
Yeah.
You know, so they see it, but they just like what I said. They don't want to get with the program just yet, because they got simps out there.
Exactly.
You know, they got an Instagram and all the thumbs up she getting, little hearts and emojis niggas leave her. That shit blow the woman's head up.
Yep.
But when the shit hits the fan and that shit don't matter no more, you're gonna need a man of the Lord.
Yep. Isaiah 4:1 in the GMT. When that time comes, 7 women will grab hold of one man and say, we can feed and clothe ourselves, but please let us say you are a husband, so that we won't have to endure the shame of being unmarried.
Maybe it was ChatGPT that had said it like that. I can't remember, but nonetheless, that's why they're gonna be so few men left, because they're gonna die in the wars, you know, starve to death because he was trying to sin.
Yep.
They ended up dying, and he gave her her last piece of bread.
Right.
Yep.
And then you're gonna see by now, if you simping, you're through. All this information that's coming out, red pill communities and women just exposing themselves on the internet, and you out here bending backwards over for a woman, you through. Kissy shit, sweetie, I'm home, and this bitch just sucked and fucked Tyrone 30 minutes before you got home.
On your favorite couch.
Yep. Niggas in there blowing her back out. You gonna come home and handle your paycheck through. But hey, many men have gone out their wits over a woman. This ain't nothing new. I mean, because a woman is the number one thing you can use against a man, really.
Right.
You know.
Weapon.
Bro.
Yep.
They'll go out their wits. You know. Go ahead.
Yeah. I overview for you, bro.
Kind of.
Yep. This is Isaiah 4:1, right? So it says, I had typed in, because of war there shall be few men left, right? Because of the war. So this is the overview, AI overview. Isaiah 4:1 describe a future time of severe devastation, and that's what's coming. It describes Isaiah 4:1 describes a future time of severe devastation. And that's what's coming. Isaiah 4:1 describes a time of severe devastation. That means a time that's going to come to where she thought or he thought that you was him or her, and you not. None of that shit, man. You were in captivity. All right? Esau, Edom is getting ready. Bro, he's a sword in the humble of the Lord.
And you're going to find out that what you believe in, it was bullshit.
Exactly.
Whatever God you worship ain't going to be there when your ribs is hurting.
Yes.
But we gonna be full.
Yes.
We're gonna have abundance.
Yeah. Because it's only one. That's what we trying to tell you, bro. The God of the Bible has returned unto his people. That's all we trying to tell you, bro. Bro, all the lies and deception and the hewing down of what it say? Breaking down the strongholds. The strongholds of philosophies have been broken down with the truth. We got the truth. All right, so now when the Lord started to move with his man on a higher level, and as we increase with prophecy, it's a wrap for you people, bro. It's a wrap for unbelievers. And it's going to start in the time of your devastation. When things start to go far left for you, it's going right for us, man. Because it's been going right for us, man. You
It's
see?
time to win.
Exactly.
It's for everybody else time to get that big L.
Yep, continue.
Not the rapper. Shit, good.
Isaiah 4:1, that's right, man. Isaiah 4:1 says describes, this is the overview, it says describes a future time of severe devastation, likely from war. And what the elder priest was just going into, what's taking place today, the build up. So bro, stop racing, stop chasing, stop going out your wits and sipping for a bitch. Likely in war, they gonna fold, bro. How much more men? That's what we trying to, bro. The Lord got us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you need to be, you got this truth. That need to be your primary love. All right? That you need to be focused on how can I serve the Lord today and get right and do something for him so I can escape death. Every day. Because when that day comes, likely, it says likely from war, where so few men remain that 7 women will plead with one man to marry them. So as we read in the GNT from the elder priest Isaiah 4:1, it say what? They gonna cleave unto this man so they can say they unmarried. Which we know what marriage is, according to the law. So we trying to tell you the man that's gonna be standing. Everybody playing games but the man of the Lord. That's a lesson, bro. Everybody in Israel playing except the prophets. So when seriousness come, in reality, give you a right hand, okay? Final blow, you're gonna have to be real with yourself. And you was never real. All right? That's when we come in. It says, offering to provide for themselves. See? I can provide for myself.
They'll be willing to do anything in that day.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they don't want to be submissive to that level that we require.
Yep.
But that day, that ain't even gonna be a thought.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And they're gonna see the power. Like, just like these bitches. You know, who do they run to now? The people that have perceived power, the athletes, the entertainers, the people that supposedly got money. But they're gonna be poor very soon, and scared. You know, so.
The scripture says thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to make them want to cleave. Like the elder said.
Yeah. Because, again, these eyes, you know what I'm saying? Like what the Lord did with us, bro. Like these eyes that we have, all of us have, the Lord went through us, bro, and woke us up that he exists. All right? And now we know that all we got to do is the will to receive a dose of immortality. You know what I'm saying? Like, all we gotta be is obedient, bro. Stay in order. Yo, man. You know, the Lord, you in order with the Lord. Bro, stay in order with the Lord. But you being in order with the Lord, you listening to him, bro, as he got man set up over you. All right? All the way to Yahweh Shai. Everybody's under somebody. All right? So as you in that order, when it's time for him to dish out power, you are in order to receive it so that they can be willing in that day. You know? They're going to be willing when you get that power, but you got to get in order.
Yeah.
You got to know.
You had a precept real quick?
Come.
I asked some questions on ChatGPT.
Yeah, that was it on that too, bro.
This is Isaiah 33, verse 6. Because that wisdom and knowledge is going to make a man's face to shine. All right? It's going to what? It's going to have us to be stable in that day. All right? While you have other people who are going to be, losing their mind, losing their kids, losing their loved ones. All right? But the Lord's going to have us protected. It says, Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, so this is our treasure right here, man. Okay, the fear of Yahweh by Shema Shah, because look, these people right now, they partying, they living it up. All right, but the whole time, all hell's about to break loose, man. Okay, at any point, at any time, all right, shit can just go left, man. Okay, but knowing that here in Esau's kingdom, man, all right, these people ain't looking at the times that brothers going into, measure the time diligently. Okay, all they doing is just living in their mirth. Okay, soon the rules are gonna flip. Okay, and the Lord's gonna be with his man, those who've been, measuring the time diligently and being in the spirit. Okay, suffering and mourning. All right, you got it, bro.
Oh, no, the elder has some.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit on just ChatGPT. I just put Isaiah 4:1, and then I put in the second Ezra 16, 33 and 34, and it said, you're looking at second Ezra 16, and when read together with Isaiah 4:1, they are clearly describing the same prophetic condition. It says it reads the scripture out, and then it says what this is saying plainly. No bridegrooms equals men killed in war. No husbands equals adult men wiped out. No helpers is going to equal no protection, no provision, no covering. Yeah, for these women.
Right.
War plus famine equals dual judgment, sword and hunger. This is not poetic exaggeration. It's a population collapse of men. And that's what it's about to happen. And it's going to happen quick. These motherfuckers are going to start dying quickly.
Yep.
And then it says, do a little chart. It says why they match perfectly, the two verses. Virgins with no bridegrooms is women seeking one man. Yeah, exactly. Women with no husbands is one man with many women. No helpers, no covering, called by thy name.
Yep.
Men destroyed in war, resulting in balance. Husbands perish in famine, long-term collapse. So there you go. It ain't gonna be short. 1 week, niggas is hungry. No, it's gonna be, oh man. Until that chip come.
Yep.
And then the missiles. Cause and effect. Second Esdras explains why the men are gone. Isaiah shows what happened after. There you go.
Yeah. And again, like the elder said, Isaiah showed what happened because it's prophecy. Isaiah was a prophet. So he foreseen what's getting ready to take place today. That's how heavy these scriptures is. And Yahweh Shai is the heaviest prophet. He came to fulfill what Isaiah seen. Isaiah seen the destruction. Yahweh Shai coming to fulfill it. You know, like he's the top guy. That's all we trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? And you really start to think about the scriptures and meditate on that. Think about that, bro. Isaiah prophesied of Jacob's trouble. Yahweh Shai coming to fulfill, all right, what he's getting ready to do for us, bro, and come through for us in Jacob's trouble, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything hanging off of Yahweh Shai. You know? So we good. Just do the work. You know?
And if I can add, scripture says he shall be saved out of it. We have to go through that so Yahweh Shai can fulfill his purpose.
Which is, it said he shall be saved. That's Yahweh Shai. That literally the scripture. Yahweh Shai, bro. Bro, we gonna be saved out of the trouble. All we gotta do is, bro, this is order being established on earth. And definitely with the Lord solidifying Great Millstone, bro, as being a top camp of truth. You know, from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone down, all we doing is telling you how the Lord is setting up order. All right, who he can trust to distribute his power through, because wisdom getting ready to work with us on a higher level. Now it's time for miracles. Lord willing, 2026 be a year of miracles, man. Lord willing, you know. You gotta go, bro.
I got a precept. This is 2 Ezra 2 and verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
So you read up a little bit. Start up a little.
Okay, kind. I start at verse 24. 2 Ezra 2 and verse 24. Abide still, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness still come. Nourish thy children, O good nurse, establish their feet.
Yeah, that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to nourish us while there's famine. We're going to eat while people are starving, drink. Because we're drinking of that spiritual milk. These people drinking that 2%, pasteurized milk. Got them cow pussing and all that shit in there. But we got that spiritual milk.
Yep.
And that's what the baby needs for that nourishment.
It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Yeah, because even the ones that die in your house, they're going to be first risen. So they're still required,
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. The Wisdom of Solomon 3. It says, yet they seem to be taken, in misery, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand. We in a time now that literally the faith while we living, literally, the only reason why we living now is because of the faith. What our forefathers have is what's inside of us. The only reason why we are alive is to fulfill it now.
Right.
That's this generation. It's nothing else coming after this, bro. This is Babylon the Great. So somebody got to be here alive so the Lord can save. You see?
If I can back you up, what is it? Hebrews 11, where it said, these all die having not received the promises.
Yep.
But we in the lifetime now, we're going to receive the things.
And they all back. When Job is here. Why would Job say in Job 19, though flesh would consume he say worms will consume his body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High. What is he talking about? That's Job 19 and 26. Why would he say that? Because he knew about reincarnation. He knew that he would be here. So Job is here today. All the righteous men is here today. They understood the victory over the flesh. It was nothing but a suit. And that's what you people are getting ready to realize. Now we back in this suit. It's time to win. We've been doing this, bro. It's time for us to win now. We ain't dying no more, bro. It's something that shall not taste of death. Yahweh Shai came for that. And the solidifying it is the greater deliverance. Remember, bro, Yahweh Shai gonna come through clutch, bro, with it. A whole lot of power coming, bro, when it comes down to this right-hand side. We just tapped into the faith. But wait till the Lord start to work, man. Works. All right? That's why he kicking niggas out of the house who don't belong. Because he about to work. Like Elder Yashwamba said. Yahweh Shai kicked niggas out of the house, bro. Got rid when he was working miracles. Because niggas didn't believe. The Lord gonna do that on a higher level this time. For us. You gotta go.
2 Ezra 2 and verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. And that's what we got to look forward to. That's that expected end. You know, the reward gonna begin on this side with the Lord protecting us from the evils to come. It says, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. Yeah, divine protection. Daniel chapter 12. Michael the archangel gonna stand up for us, so the Lord about to go all out for us.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, you had Isaiah 65. My servant shall eat. Okay, the Lord's gonna make sure that we good, man. Okay, He gonna make sure we protected in those times. All right, cause look what we doing. Okay, we serving Him. We doing what we gotta do. All right, to the best of our ability. Yahweh Shemashah gonna take care of us. All right.
Yeah. Verse 29. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. You know, it's a promise.
Yeah.
And the Lord about to fulfill that promise, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
a
even our
promise.
littles.
Yeah, it's a promise, man. You know, it's a promise, bro. So you don't got, when you think about that, matter of fact, somebody get the etymology of promise real quick. You know what I'm saying? The Lord
I
promised.
got something real quick
Mhm.
before you get Matthew 6 and 23 or 33 in the NLT says, seek the kingdom of the Most High above all else and live righteously, and He will give you everything you need. There you go. As simple as that. So the Lord said, seek Him first, and He's gonna take care of everything you need.
Damn.
And now, what better time than now?
Yeah.
Or the time that we're coming into, that
Yeah.
we gotta go to Him for everything.
Yeah.
We ain't going to Egypt for help, that's for sure.
Right.
And the Lord's will.
Yeah.
The Spirit stay on us.
Yeah.
In the VBE it says, but let your first care be for His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these other things will be given to you in addition.
Bro, that's heavy, bro. That's what, bro, like the bro just said, out of all the times you could believe so heavy in anything, right? Think about that. A lot of people have lived. You know what I'm saying? Think about that shit. A lot of people have lived, dog. But for them to believe in the scriptures in any time, right? A lot of people died, didn't see these things. Bro, you are alive and getting ready to see these things. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So when that brother just great, that's heavy, bro. That's heavy, bro. We getting ready to see what the Lord, bro, we getting ready to see. So what a better time to believe than now? This is the best time to believe in everything. The chip is here. Missiles is here. The elect here. Leviathan here. So the Lord just going to keep turning up. If it was any ever a time to believe, that time is now. And look at us in the house of faith. Think about that. You got it, bro.
Hey, me and this brother was breaking bread earlier this week and was going through what Yahweh Shah said. He said, blessed are your eyes. For many righteous men have desired to see the things you've seen and have not seen them.
Yeah.
Because the prophets of old, they seen the vision, but we're living in the vision now.
Yeah.
And
And they
for
knew.
a appointed time.
Yes.
And they had to write it down. There was a time to write it down, and there was a time to witness it. You know, because they seen it in their dreams, their visions, you know, their dreams. But now we live in it.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's time for them. They back again. Now everything that they seen, it was them. They was talking to themselves in the future.
Yeah, that's why there's certain books that the brother understand more, because that's probably him. You know, brother had that vision back in his past life and wrote it down.
He's,
you know,
and over time, the Lord don't like. He's not gonna drop. That's the spirit. The Lord not gonna drop off who you are
right.
on that day, and you find out you got the truth. Like, you know
Well,
what I'm
you're
saying?
part of the elect.
Yeah, you know, yeah, but the think now look, now the brother just said, as long as you're party lit, you got to think about the prophets, bro, being built up through trial and tribulation in a relationship with the Lord. That's why you gotta have respect for the elders in Apostle Great Millstone. They've been, our elders have been building the relationship through the spirit, bro, of suffering for this word, man. And you in that same walk. So we're
all working for the same pay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just labored before us. You know,
Yeah.
But even at the 11th hour, it's still gonna come in. You know.
Yep. You getting ready to receive a reward, man. That's really the icing on the cake, brother.
Like we said earlier, it starts on this side.
That's right.
Because the Lord gotta have us endured to the end somehow.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
right.
So the Lord's gonna put a mighty spirit on brothers
Yep.
to be able to endure these things.
That's
You know,
right.
most people are just gonna freak out and bug out from the shit they see. The Lord gonna have to put a spirit on us to not bug out.
Exactly.
You know, because if you saw some nigga get blown to pieces in front of you right now, you'd be like, oh shit.
Yep.
But the time gonna come where we gonna laugh at that shit.
Yep.
Right.
Be like, oh man, cause you already, whoo, you heard that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us to laugh at, bro. Job 5. Bro, everything the elder priest is saying is him locking in a word. Like we gonna be lit the word. We gonna be moving off the word in that time. That's why we gonna be fed.
The Lord's gonna be our guide. We're not gonna be pre-planning shit. The Lord's just gonna lead us to wherever we need to be.
Yep. Cause you've been eating the word. You've been eating manna from heaven. You already been living upstairs. So he gonna take care of you downstairs.
And the Lord's gonna deal with us differently than all the believers.
Mm-hmm.
He might speak directly to you or something, you know.
Yep.
The animals start talking to
Ooh.
you, but everybody else just hear that the donkey.
Yep.
But you just understood him.
Yep.
Like that Dr. Doodle movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's not. Don't say it's not possible. Because to back up the priest, you already know the story in
The scriptures, yeah.
Yep. It's in the story. So he thought the donkey. He thought. Imagine what type of bugged out frame he had to be on. The demon had to be on him to hear the Lord speak through a animal. You know how bugged out you gotta be for you not to take the Lord serious like that. The Most High just real deal dialed on and spoke through a animal to you, bro. That's why Job 12 and 9 it says, ask the animals, ask the sea creatures who created them and who fear them, who they fear. So they in order. But for him to have to use that animal for you to wake up, bro, Jake is gone, bro.
And the Lord just do it in any way, like even Paul. Everybody else heard thunder, you know, but you could hear the Lord.
Woo! Come on, that's another. Come on, bro. So imagine what's gonna be. So, bro, things gonna happen for us.
Yeah, exactly. So you can lead the people. They just heard thunder, but now you know what to do.
Yep.
You know, and it probably gonna take you a second to be like, damn, these motherfuckers didn't hear shit.
But that's what's on the level.
That's gonna boost your face, You just heard the Lord speak, you know, and nobody else heard it.
In the level, like we ain't, bro. They not on our level. That's the point. To back up the elder priest, they not on your fucking level, bro. The Lord is getting ready to give a reward for obedience. Celestial. That's why I did this lesson this morning. Celestial obedience in the flesh.
Like the apostles used to say years ago, things are gonna get real spooky.
Mm-hmm.
For the average mind, it's gonna be. It's gonna bug them out, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna see, even when we do miracles, it's gonna bug people out.
Yep.
You're either gonna believe or just end up bugged out after seeing a miracle.
Yep.
Because they're not gonna be able to believe their eyes. Like, what the
Yep.
fuck did I just see?
Yep.
Maybe you just blast off, fly away,
Yep.
or disappear.
Yep.
You know, or whatever. You know, these people ain't ready. They thought that shit was possible only in Hollywood.
In the movies.
Yeah.
But the greatest movie is the Protagonist.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right. I got an edible for promise. If you still want that.
Bring it up.
It says, a solemn pledge, a vow,
You want some now?
a declaration, and
What
reference.
was that word?
Promise.
It says-
Promise.
Oh, okay, promise. Okay. Yeah, well, who would it belong the promises to?
Mhm. Okay.
Romans 9. Go ahead, though.
A declaration in reference to the future made by one person to another, assuring the latter that the former will do.
Assuring the latter that assuring the latter, that's declaring the end from the beginning. The Lord is assuring the latter from the former. Read that part again.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
Yep.
And that part, the promises are part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And the promises, again, begin on this side, which part of the promises is the gift of faith. So if we got the faith, then we know everything else is coming.
Yep. And that's why the Lord had to put you in a position of all the affliction you've been going through, and you are becoming a future world leader because you suffered. Heroes are made through tribulation. Saviors out of Mount Zion. So that you got a purpose on life, a purpose on earth. You're saving a nation of men. How it start? It don't start with a woman. So the Lord has geared his man back in this mountain, man. Man, just in order, and this whole mountain is set. It's 144,000 is set to rule, bro, forever. You know? So we're getting ready to bring a whole nation back in obedience. Celestial obedience, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Just be obedient. That's what the Lord wants you to do. Hey, Romans 9 and the GNT. You want me to start from, bro?
You start at the top.
The water. I'm going to say from the top.
So like, bro, this is some crazy shit.
Let's go.
Look at this fucking RoboCop in China. Bro, this is why we got these spiritual powers.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the Gooks, they got a robot cop. That shit'll probably beat your ass.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
So that's coming to the streets of America too. Go ahead.
And the elites know that. Because they watching. They just seeing who's setting up all this. They like, man, America, y'all behind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all people still through out here. Americans is through. That's why when we tap into the spirit, it's the spirit of the Lord speaking. We are, what's that word? Omniscient, right? Omniscient. You dropped it off in the chat the other day? Omniscient, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was omniscient, I believe, because it's on my spirit. Omniscient, meaning all knowing. You know? So we are, bro, we know everything, bro. Whether the bunkers, the heavens, this realm, prophecy.
We know Esau's technology.
Yes, bro. We
can
going
break
with
all
it.
this shit down through the scriptures.
Yeah, that's why they gotta get out. They gotta get rid of us.
And they know we're gonna get power. Why else would they?
Yeah.
They named this shit T-800 from the movie Terminator movies. They remember what was the Terminator? It was a robot.
Right.
There you go. They got them motherfuckers already.
Yep.
Gonna come beat your grandma over the head from jaywalking. Good.
Romans 9 and verse 1 in the GNT. I am speaking the truth. It says the Most High and His people. All right, the prelude. I am speaking in the truth. I belong to Yahweh Shai, and I do not lie. All right. We know this is Apostle Paul, right? It says, my conscience, ruled by the Holy Spirit, also assures me that I am not lying.
Yeah, the Holy Spirit assures us that we ain't lying shit.
Pure.
We believe what we say, and we say what we believe.
Yep. That's right. And it's pure. It says, verse 2, when I say how great is my sorrow, how endless the pain in my heart for my people, my own flesh and blood. For their sake, I could wish that I myself were under Yahweh curse and separated from Yahweh Shai. So he was getting into his feelings, bro. Like he was so zealous.
Yeah, that's why he did the most words.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't his role.
Yeah. Because the same way he felt right here when he reading like this in the GNT, when he reading like this is like reading from the Lord's Yahweh Shai's mind. Because he said, let this mind be in you. You know what I'm saying? So he is giving us the direct heart of how Yahweh Shai felt in this chapter, bro. You know, this is how Yahweh Shai felt. He said, verse 2, when I say how great is my sorrow, yeah, us. Look at the sorrow you still got to take on a nigga around you. That's the only reason that's stopping us from getting the kingdom. Niggas, bro. You know? Disbelief is what's stopping us, bro. Rebelliousness. So when the Lord cut that off, we're going to be able to live forever. But until then, the story has to play out, bro. But that sorrow is on you. You got to carry that.
With him.
Mm-hmm.
For him to be glorified with him.
Continue on. Romans 9 verse 3 says, for my people, my own flesh and blood, for their sake I could wish that I myself were under the Most High's curse and separated from Yahushua. Verse 4, they are the Most High's people. He had made them. He made his covenants.
So these are the things that belong to them, the covenants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He made his covenants with them and gave them the law. They have the true worship. They have received the Most High's promises.
So that's what the Lord swore unto us that he would give us. You know, that's like your dad promised you to get you the toy that you wanted.
Yeah.
But then you get in trouble, but he's still gonna get you the toy. You know, like whoop your ass, put you in timeout, whatever. But he still, he still gives you the toy at the end of the day once you learn your lesson.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord's doing with his people, beginning with the elect.
The elect.
Ultimately, because we were the rulers. Started with your house shy, and then the rest of us had to go through it. So that we can be the leaders. You know, that's the boot camp, so to say.
Yep. First fruits.
That's more on that word promise.
Okay.
It says, loading up. It says, start back to what you asked for. Assuring the latter that the former will do. It says, promise, guarantee, assurance.
It's guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
It says, assured beforehand.
Yeah. How? Because it's guaranteed by the blood. You know, and then it said assured beforehand. So, bro, Yahweh Shai, what he did 2,000 years ago was for the future. What he did in the past was for our present. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good, bro. Like, that sacrifice so heavy. We died with him, so we gonna live with him. So he got us the whole work. He got us the whole journey. He got us on a whole roller coaster, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how that shit dropped down and that you feel that shit in your stomach? But when you get off that roller coaster, it's like, whoo, I made it. So that's the part we coming into. Like, the Lord getting ready to put Jacob on a deep sleep of trouble. Deep sleep. But when we come out of that, we getting off the roller coaster, bro. But Yahweh Shai had us in the seat. He put a seatbelt on us.
Other niggas going flying out. And
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Precept. There's Isaiah 55 verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Yep. And it's just that heavy. It shall prosper in the thing which he sent, which was all the temples. I'm sorry, not all the temples, all the kingdoms in Daniel the 7th chapter. All right, that statue being set. Nothing else came after that but the stone. So Esau, Edom is it, man. That's it. After the 10 toes, the Lord take this place out. It's a wrap for Babylon the Great, man. In their whole beast system, you know. It's a wrap. It's nothing after that but victory, you know. You got it, though, bro.
That was the point of that precept.
I got that back in Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
It's spirit, because ChatGPT actually tied that verse to the question I asked it earlier about the Isaiah 4:1 and Esdras, 2nd Esdras 16. It said this mirrors repeated judgment language in scripture, Ezekiel 5:12, Jeremiah 14, and then Matthew 24:6-7. So it's still it's all the same prophecies, man. Go ahead.
It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all of these things must come to pass.
Mm-hmm. So he telling us, bro, Jacob's bro. It's like your brother. Bro, that's why you gotta love the brothers. Like, bro, it's like you gotta listen. You gotta actually believe that Yahweh Shai is speaking through that brother. That brother telling you you're going through hell, but the Lord coming to get us. That's Yahweh Shai saying that to you. Yahweh Shai saying to us, I got y'all. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get you through this, bro. I got y'all. Through the body. That's what Yahweh Shai is saying, bro. He got us. Read that again, bro. That's beautiful, man.
Come, Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled.
Yeah, people are scared to watch TV because they're scared of that. That troubles them when they hear about these different wars and niggas dying all over the world. That shit troubles them. But they don't trouble us. We look for it. Yeah.
It says, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Because there's still some final prophecies that are going to go down. You hear the wars are been happening, but we're waiting on really the MOTB to come out. It was already here. It was waiting for it to become mandatory.
Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All right, and that's what you see, stirring up, man. Okay, more and more. I was doing a lesson with the priest, my car. Okay, and he was pulling up, and he was going into how you seen recent earthquakes, man. All right, that was taking place constantly throughout the earth, man. All right, this is only going to get worse here in America. All right, the things that's going to hit this place is going to be like it's going to catch it off guard. All right, through the spirit empowered by Shema Shai. It says, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, and these things are going to come, all right, quickly. All right, through the spirit empowered by Shema Shai, man. All right, Jacob's trouble is going to, it's going to catch a lot of these people, right, when they chilling and relaxing. All right, got their feet kicked up. All right, it's gonna be a world of trouble for them, man.
Yep. Hey, Baba Shop, can you get Proverbs 1:22, bro? Baba Shop.
Hey, what you just said, that reminds me of 1 Thessalonians, where the Apostle Paul said, ye brethren are out in darkness, that day going to overtake you as a thief. Everybody else about to be overtaken. They ain't been paying attention.
Yep.
This is Proverbs 1, chapter 1, verse 22. How long ye simple
And you can
ones...
speak on this too, bro.
Come. How long
Start at verse 20, Slocky. Start at verse 20.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And that's what you see the prophets doing when they go out to the highways and byways. That's the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Shai, all right, crying into the people, all right, uttering her voice in the streets. Verse 21, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, and that's us downtown. That's lit, because what? Wisdom of Solomon 10:10. She preserved she preserved and she abandoned you. She can preserve you or abandon you. So wisdom has been preserved because it's Yahweh Shai. That's like the spirit, okay, coming over the ball, bro, to win this game. The spirit gotta be with you. Yahweh Shai covered that for us, so we good. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom got us. She gonna preserve you as long as you fear the Lord. Go ahead, Op.
Verse 22, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Yeah, and it's like, bro, all we trying to tell, bro, we ain't telling you nothing about us. That's in the house. Nigga, we telling about you how shot, bro. And what he did for you. And the history of why you here. You know, we can just edify you on so many levels, bro. But go ahead, you just so simple. Go ahead, Op.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, so niggas just hate acknowledging the Lord. So what the Lord got to do is send his man out to look foolishly and simple to you. You know what I'm saying? And funny, he's so goofy, but he's so real. It's the Lord. He was a class clown, but now he's a head. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was looked at as a low man, but now he's a jewel of the Lord, man. There's somebody who was known in the heavens, man. Fuck wrong with you people. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord tailor-made this life. He let everybody think they were somebody just to find out they nobody. But who he was really dealing with was those who were said that you ain't gonna be nobody. And you somebody in the heavens. Read.
Verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you.
Yeah. Simplicity of obedience. Listen, he made known unto what we got to do. Listen. Do the work. Handle your handle. Be a man. That's what the world cannot receive. Go ahead out. That's why they're going to be destroyed. Because they just run over these words, man. Niggas do not, bro. Niggas is transgressing the word all the day. All the day long. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody thinking about the Lord all day. But the man, the great millstone, chiefly. All right? And the prophets of Yahweh Shai, bro. That's who we are on earth. We think about the Lord all fucking day, bro, and can't get enough of it. And don't want it to stop until we're perfect, man. All right? Perfect servants of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Okay? You got it, little bro.
Verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that.
Hey, if I may add, you know, you got Jake out here just, you know, taking their life as a joke, man. Okay, you got a whole sole purpose here to serve Yahweh Shemel Shai, but Jake rather be indulging in everything else. You know, here having you been getting told warnings constantly throughout the spirit power Yahweh Shemel Shai through his men, and Jake are here and they go continue back and folly, man. So when you have where these troops come, all right, they come roll in, they come kicking your doors 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay, when you least expect it, guess what? Then you'll waste your terrors and the worst memories and everything will all hit you at once. You know, you gonna be terrified because who you trusted in, all right, gonna be the one that's gonna be oppressing you.
That's right.
All right, it's gonna be made known, man. Then you gonna know, okay, not dead. You got it, bro.
Then he gonna dangle the carrot over you. You know, the fucking the chip.
Yeah.
You want to return back to your life? The only way is the chip.
Yep.
And people, the love of money is the root of all evil. People don't want to lose their lifestyles. Well, if you can't access your money, you lost your lifestyle.
Yep.
That's how you know the Lord set us up to win, because we already lost our life.
Yep.
And we don't got nothing to look forward to. A scripture says, I believe it's Titus. It says Yahweh Shai, who is our life. So our life is with Yahweh Shai. It says it's hidden. But when he revealed, that's when we going to get our life back.
Yeah, what can you take that we've already forsook? Shit.
Right.
Yeah. The greatest investment that any man on earth can make is trusting in Yahweh Shai, man. The second in command of the universe. We made the greatest investment with all life, man. All right? By trusting in the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, so we can reign forever with him, man. So we good. You know? Yeah.
Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof.
Yeah, and that's what Jake had. That's why Jake was in the wilderness for 40 years. He despised the reproof. That's why we in Babylon, because Jake has despised. He has despised the reproof to this day. You know what I'm saying? But that number is being, bro, it's being sealed, bro. When it's complete, the Lord gonna send Esau. And that standard, bro, it's gonna be the Lord gonna come through for us. It's a part of prophecy. There's nowhere where Esau get victory. If you believe in the scriptures, then you understand that Esau does not win in the end of this. If you believe in the Lord.
Yeah, the scripture says what? The meek, blessed for the meek they shall inherit the earth.
Yeah.
So, not Esau, but those who've been serving and fighting the meek, okay? Those who are special unto Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Yep. Who he desired over everything he created. And before he even created it, he desired you before he created everything, bro. The clouds, all right? The Leviathan. He desired your spirit over everything, man. And created you to be the power over all of it. To be with his son, who is the power over all of it, man. All right? It's the 144, bro. Some are asleep and some are alive. We almost out of here, man. You gotta go, bro.
Verse 31, therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Yeah, so you didn't believe, so Most High got a missile for you, man. Straight up. And if not that, cool. Whatever you don't like or dislike or you hate or you despise or it's disgusting unto you or your worst fear, it's going to be your last day. The Lord going to bring your terror upon you, man. because you don't fear the Most High. That's what the Most High getting ready to do. For everybody who do not believe in him, he's going to bring your greatest terror to you, man. And show you terrified of this. You should be terrified of me. I'm sending it to you. You see? Go ahead, though, bro.
Verse 32, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them.
Yeah, the prosperity of the fools, bro. Like, bro, this guy, don't get it twisted. This guy he's no competition to the Lord. He's the base. All right? But the simplicity of this guy, man, has destroyed Jake, man. Now Jake just gonna sell out. That has to play out too. But that power coming. Don't sleep on that power. All right? Don't sleep on the power, brother. Let these things play out. We win in the end. Stay focused. Go ahead, up.
Verse 33, but whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Yeah, we gonna hearken safely because we hearken unto the Lord, which is the greatest gift ever, the gift of obedience. When in the world full of disobedience, the Lord tapped in on us to believe, and that reward that's about to pay off. Hey, because for so long we've been on the left hand side of prophecy, slavery, captivity, but now it's like the brother Kwame always says, it's time for us to win.
You gotta get it. Deuteronomy 28:1. Somebody get it. Deuteronomy 28:1. Matter of fact, Malak, he get it out. What's up?
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, starting from the top, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Yep, and when you go into that, you're going to elevate it, man. So being elevated through this knowledge is true. Like the Lord is going to put you on a journey of trimming. So we just been getting trimmed off. The old man has been dying every fucking day for years. Now we becoming the powers who we are destined to be, man. The first fruits, the Lord is delegating this whole walk of ours, bro. Every day that goes by is a day of us cutting off, carving off sin, man. We're becoming perfect beings in the spirit, man. In this walk, man. Go ahead and walk.
Verse 2, and all these blessings shall come on thee.
Yep, because we're being obedient. That's why the blessing's going to overtake us. Because we're being obedient. Go ahead, up.
And overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power. Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy ground, and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep.
Yeah, that's it. That's it on that. We're gonna be elevated.
That'll be in the kingdom.
Yeah, come on.
We'll be able to have everything, that land, because now the Lord's gonna bless us so we can endure, to the end. Through because there ain't gonna be war in the kingdom.
Yeah. Right.
Then we'll actually be able to enjoy the land.
That's right.
But this shit just gotta be destroyed. And the world just gotta be reset.
Yeah.
They talk about a great reset.
Yeah.
That's when Yahushua comes back.
That's right.
That's the only thing they can fix was the problem. The Lord returning.
That's right.
I got a precept, brother. I got nothing.
You close out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh Shema Shai, to them who are called according to his purpose. And that's us. So everything we go through, the trials, the tribulations, the ups, it's all for our good, bro. It says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn.
So that's why he's known as the comforter. When you read that, it's supposed to comfort your spirit. Like in these days, like it's nothing else that can comfort you. Okay? That other than knowing that Yahweh Shai is going to take care of you this whole walk in these last days. There's no other comfort that can comfort your spirit. So that's why the scripture say comfort one another with these words. When you hear these words, it's supposed to comfort your spirit and let you know that the Lord Yahushua is going to guide you, lead you, and be with you throughout this whole ministry, man, into the end, into the beginning, and beyond, man. All right? We're going beyond the flesh. You know? You got it, bro.
It says that he might be the firstborn amongst many brethren. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, then he also called.
So he sent the same, bro, the spirit in us to overcome, like he sent Yahushua down here, bro. Same, bro, that same spirit is in us to overcome. He predestined you. Before he destined you, he knew what he knew you was gonna win. He purposed you to win. So all you have to do is stay locked in, so you can win. All right, stay locked in so you can win. Straight up, bro. You got it, bro.
Start from the top. Romans 8 and verse 30. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, then he also called. And whom he called, then he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified.
Called you, and you walk by faith, justified when the slander come. All right? And whom he also called, what did it say? Read it again, bro. Sean.
It says, moreover, whom he did predestinate, then he also called. And whom he called, then he also justified.
Yeah, so he set you before I formed you, predestined you, come down here. You was gonna get that calling, and he gonna justify you when they do what they gotta do in that day. In everybody's walk. In all of us. So we don't gotta worry about nothing. If you the elect and you wholeheartedly believe in the Lord, you know you don't got nothing to worry about. He's gonna justify you. He predestined you. All right, for victory. It's no way around that, man. Go ahead, bro. That was it.
It says, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. What shall we say then to these things? If Yahweh Shema Shai before us, who can be against us?
Yep. So there's no entity outside of Yahweh Shema Shai. Whether you believe or not, the Lord has shaped you, fashioned you, molded you to be a believer or agent. That's it. And we get closer and closer to the end to where it's going to be sought out. That the Lord was with his house the whole time, bro. He's sifting out. The Lord is just raising up the tabernacle, man. It's time for everybody to lose, bro. And it's time for us to win.
Show's over. Curtains are about to close on these people. Yeah, the Lord's about to return soon, man. That's what we're looking for. The hell with all this place, man. Yeah, the Lord's going to give us benefits on this side, again, to glorify his name and have us endure, but we're looking for the kingdom, you know. And like through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom, you know. So the Lord's will, this was edifying to the hopeful elect. Give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Hakadash.
double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone who rule well, and much love and salutation to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Shalom.
Shalom.
Beautiful, man. You in there?